So, Tonya Harding is getting a lot of shit for the movie I, Tonya. If you don't know the story of Tonya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan, I'm going to give it to you as follows. Nancy Kerrigan was like a Snow White type princess in the 94 Winter Olympics. Tonya Harding was like the white trash girl who somehow, but she was an excellent skater. And now there's debate whether how much she knew, but her then husband, Jeff Galooly and his idiot friend plotted to disable Nancy Kerrigan, and therefore they thought Tanya would have a better chance against Nancy or whatever. And it's all in this movie called I, Tanya, which was shot from the perspective of Tonya Harding, but it was based on real interviews with Tonya Harding, everybody pretty much involved except Nancy Kerrigan. Let's get on to Nancy Kerrigan real fast, and then I'll get on to the backlash. Nancy Kerrigan is a fucking cunt. Nancy Kerrigan has always seemed cunty to me, even back in the day. I wish Tanya just got the other leg. I swear, like if Tanya did really participate in it, it's not okay, but she paid the price legally and otherwise. But I understand. Nancy Kerrigan's she just reeks of cunt to me. I don't know why, but I remember back in the day when this happened. I'm old enough to remember when this happened. Just Nancy Kerrigan loved being the victim of this. Don't get it fucking twisted. She was the victim. It should have never ever happened to her, and it was not cool that anybody need her. But we all laughed at that fucking video. Come on. We all laughed at Nancy Kerrigan holding her knee going, why? 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 And then the lady like tending to her is like, oh my God, what happened? What did he hit you with? It was something really hard. No, bitch, we thought he hit you with a loaf of bread. Yeah, bitch, we know it's something really hard. Look, I know people are going to get mad at me making fun of Nancy Kerrigan, but that bitch got more money than God. She's married to a rich guy. She's got a nice life. She's a beautiful girl. She is fine, I assure you. So Nancy Kerrigan can't stop commenting, and I know a lot of people are asking on her, did you see I, Tanya? Did you see I, Tanya? Margot Robbie's in I, Tanya. What do you think about I, Tanya? So she must be really annoyed at this point, and I get it. But Nancy Kerrigan, if she really is a good person like she pretends to be, well, let me take you back first. When she got when she got like clubbed in the knee and all that shit, she was pissed. I'd be pissed too. She had every right to be pissed at Tonya Harding and people in there and with Tonya Harding and wondering what Tonya knew and when. But here's what I found very interesting, and she never did really bring up, is that, and it's brought up in the movie I, Tonya, it's not a spoiler, it's a real quick 2-minute thing, they were actually friendly, Tonya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan, apparently. They like roomed together at like training camps or something like that. They partied kind of, sort of together. So, okay, you acted like she's just this evil villain bitch who came out of nowhere to ruin you. Look, okay. So Nancy Kerrigan gets hit back in the day, and if you were around for that time, you'll remember that the depiction in I, Tanya of everybody hating Tonya Harding and wanting to kill her and all this shit because they're like, that bitch you knew something, and Jeff Galooly knew, and Nancy Kerrigan was idolized was completely true. They painted Nancy Kerrigan like she fucking pissed rainbows every morning. Like Nancy Kerrigan could do no wrong. She was stunningly beautiful. People were like, how are you, Nancy? Did you pee this morning, Nancy? Can we wipe your vagina for you, Nancy? Oh, Nancy, we hope you win. We hope you win the gold. You deserve it. And there's another fact that Tanya points out in the movie. Nancy Kerrigan did not win the gold that year. But it was like Tonya Harding had the worst performance ever. She sat there, she broke down, which has got to be humiliating in front of all these Olympic judges and shit. She's like crying. If you saw that Olympic performance, you know it's true. She got shit on and shit on and shit on. Nancy Kerrigan comes out, everybody loves her, they're throwing flowers to her, she skates perfectly, she looks like Snow White, and she's yes, and she's woo! And then everybody's like, yes, Nancy, we love you, we want to give you everything, our souls included. Now, here's what she pointed out, Tanya, in the movie. And it's true, because it's undeniable fact. You can see the video of it. Nancy Kerrigan gets beat by I think her name was Oksana Bayul. So Oksana Bayul is number one. She gets on the top podium of the Olympics. Nobody ever watched figure skating before that. I mean, Nancy Kerrigan should thank Tonya Harding, really. Let's be real. No one watched figure skating. Who the fuck? Oh. So Oksana Bayul won, gold or whatever. So Nancy Kerrigan comes in second. Out of all these people, you would think she'd be like, okay, great, thank you, wonderful. Tonya Harding herself said in the movie that it looked like Nancy Kerrigan had stepped in dog shit with just winning second place. That wasn't good enough for her. That tells you she's a bitch. That tells you that girl always thought she was better than everybody else. She thought she should be that bitch. She was supposed to win, in her mind, that shit, because of what happened to her. It's not just because of her skating. She was that bitch. Everybody filled her head with that shit. Be like, man, everybody loves you. America hates Tanya. We love you, Nancy. You're going to win. Oh, you're Snow White. There's no way anybody's going to defeat you. Tonya Harding came in like 50,000th or something like that. And if you look at the tape, Nancy Kerrigan standing there like this. Yeah, she's pissed. She's pissed. Bitch, You know how many people make it to the Olympics? Not that many. You know how many people get second fucking place in anything in the Olympics? Not that many. Fucking put a smile on that goddamn face of yours, bitch. Were you not being fucked right at that time? I don't know. I can't tell you. But then some other things happened with Nancy Kerrigan after that, and not too many people might remember this unless you were around at that time. She was like, the praise kept coming for her even after. They asked her to march in some Disney parade, and they caught her off mic, or not on mic, but like it was a hot mic basically, looking around with this disdainful fucking cunty look on her face. All these people clapping for her. She's in a Mickey Mouse parade, being paid for it, by the way, I'm positive. And she goes like this. This is the corniest thing I've ever done. I wish Mickey Mouse would have backhanded her right then. I wish somebody else would have ran out with the club. I wish it was a reoccurring theme that every time she acted like a raging little bitch, some maniac ran up and hit her in the knee and she's why again. And then also, if you look at Nancy Kerrigan acting the ass, it's on YouTube. She's pissed because she's waiting for a girl to get a makeup touch up. She's with some other like Asian skater. And she's sitting there just blatantly being a cunt. She's like this. Look it up. Nancy Kerrigan acting an ass. And she's like, what? Well, what are we waiting for? Huh? Why? Why make for her makeup? She's just going to cry again anyway. What? That seems like America's sweetheart. She's as sweet as apple pie, isn't she? Bitch. She's a bitch. So this whole, it dies down. Again, you might not remember this. Tonya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan squared off in an interview with some deadbeat host that didn't really ask too many tough questions. Nancy Kerrigan the whole time, now I get it. She's pissed because she thinks Tonya did this. Let's be real. Tonya wasn't the one with the baton. Tonya didn't run out there and hit her in the fucking leg. Never happened. Didn't happen. Did she set her up to do it? I think maybe it's possible she did. I don't know. But I'm going to say it. Fuck it. I'm not going to get a lot of hate for this. I don't care. Get over it, bitch. Get over it. It's how many years ago? It's 20-something years ago now, and her ass is still salty about it. But about a year, 2 years after the incident, they met for this big live TV thing, and I was waiting for them Tonya and her to come out and start beating the fuck out of each other. That's what we all wanted to see. Let's be real. We were waiting for them to pull hair, tear each other's dresses off, and then totally like lesbian out on each other. Just like make up by eating each other out or some shit. Okay, maybe that was just me. But Tonya Harding was sitting there at the time, doing the best she could to be like, listen, I'm fucked up. She couldn't at that point, even if she was guilty, say, yeah, I knew more, because she'd already accepted a plea deal, already accepted a sentence. If she had indicated she knew more, she'd be going back to wherever the fuck. She got skating taken away from her for life. She could never compete ever again. That was all she'd ever known. That's the only way she could ever make money. What the fuck does Nancy Kerrigan want at this point? What else does she want? Does she want her fucking kids? Does she want to just, devour them and eat them and chop them up in little bits in front of Tonya, and then Tonya sit there like, well, I did have somebody supposedly club her in the knee once. I deserve it. Fucking listen, see that movie. It's horrible. But now all these people are coming out, these Tonya haters, and one of them is my favorite, Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan is a useless British douche. I don't know why he's over here. I have no idea. Can we put him back in London? Is he there yet? Can we get rid of him? We got Simon Cowell already. He's enough of a fucking tool. We don't keep needing these angry Brits. I'll take good Brits, but not angry Brits. We get every angry asshole Brit to fucking yell at us about our singing, our dancing, everything else. Piers Morgan's ass the other day. Let me remind you something about Piers Morgan, supposedly, allegedly. He ran some paper or was a reporter for some paper, and in order to get good stories was accused of tapping people's cell phones. Shouldn't he be locked up or something? Shouldn't he be in court, facing charges for that fucking bullshit? Why is he judging anybody about anything? Took over for Larry King here. He couldn't even make that last. The dead-eyed, confused old people who watch Larry King live, he couldn't hold on to them. That's how lame of a talk show host this guy is. Plus, he looks like, Martha Washington to me. He looks like George Washington's wife. It just bothers me. And so he's interviewing Tonya Harding about this new movie. She came on there, she's, talking about the movie. She didn't make the movie, by the way. She didn't solicit the movie to be made. Margot Robbie found the story and went crazy with it. And yeah, she interviewed for the movie and shit and corrected some shit. I don't know. But then in the middle of this interview, Tonya Harding's sitting there and he keeps baiting her, trying to fuck with her. And finally he's like, I think, you're not the victim here. You're not the victim here. It's Nancy Kerrigan. Why do you think you're the victim here? She never once said she was the victim during that fucking interview. She didn't ever say she was the victim. This guy's just trying to bait her. So she is like a bitch, of course, because she goes, you know what? I think I'm going to cut out of this interview. And it was the smartest thing she could have done because she would argue with that asshole. he would have tried to make it look like she's some crazy psycho bitch or whatever, when really he should be unemployed. How about you shut the fuck up, Piers Morgan? Go take care of your little fucking wayward kids who are going to be on cocaine by the time they hit 15, 16. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. And Omarosa owned your ass a long fucking time ago. Boy, she made you look like a bitch. You're a bitch made motherfucker. Just shut up and sit down. So, now, other skaters, they're interviewing every skater that ever... They're interviewing people that, ice skated for fun in a park once. Like, what do you think about the Tonya Harding movie? Do you think they should be, like, applauding somebody who, like, basically almost handicapped Nancy Kerrigan, even though we can't prove that it was, her that did it and how much she knew about it? Do you think we should judge her? Should we burn her at the stake? What should we do? I drag out these old carcasses. Scott fucking Hamilton, who competed in the 1974 Olympics, thinks that she shouldn't be celebrated, and she ruined everything. Who gives a fuck what you think? Go fucking do a triple Lutz and shut the fuck up, motherfucker. Nobody cares about you. Interviewed some other bitch, who teaches skating classes or something. She almost was in the Olympics. What do you think of Tonya Harding being propped up as a hero? I think it's terrible for the sport. Bitch, it's the best thing that ever happened to the sport. Whether you like it or not, you and Nancy need to get the fuck over it and get with the goddamn program. Nancy's stupid. Nancy should capitalize on this shit. There should be a sequel. I'm Nancy. She can trash Tonya if she wants to. You're thinking fucked up, bitch. So finally they're like, maybe ask Nancy before, and I thought she had a really good response at first. They're like, what do you think about this I, Tonya thing? She goes, look, I lived it. I don't need to see it. Appropriate. Fine. She had to get a little cunt in, right? The cunt kicked up inside of her. So finally they go, well, she's at the Golden Globes and stuff. Do you plan? People need to remember I am the victim in this, and I always will be. You see yourself as a victim. That's it. Not as a skater, not as somebody who overcame something, not as somebody who was in one of the biggest scandals, whether they liked it or not as somebody who came in second fucking place in the Olympics. You see yourself as a victim still. Somebody get the other leg. I'm telling you. She's such an asshole. It's like, shut the fuck up. Look, what you should do is go out, make your own movie about it. People will go see it. I saw this in a theater because Stevie's queenie ass dragged me to see it. It's like, I want to see that movie. It's gorgeous. They're wearing glitter. We're going. I'm not seeing any more scary, horrible movies with you unless we go. Okay, I will. But we are going to, it's this or anything with fucking Madonna or Barbara Streisand, you bitch. We're going tonight. It was the only thing on New Year's Eve you could see, or New Year's Day to see too. Everything was closed. So we saw that it was a packed theater. It had already been out for like 2 or 3 weeks. It's making a buttload of money. Nancy, don't be a dum-dum. Come out there and make the sequel from your point of view. Make it funny. Make it however you want to. I mean, they'll be dull as dishwater because it's you and you're fucking boring. I fucking would rather watch paint dry than Nancy Kerrigan talk about anything. But for everybody who's getting on her and thinks that I'm totally defending Tonya, if she knew for certain that this was going to happen, if she knew, and there's a likelihood that she did, she was a piece of shit for that. But why are we all live in glass houses, right? Why are we throwing stones? We've all done horrible shit in our life. Do we always have to be held to that one horrible thing that we've done? I mean, forever. She paid for it. She did community service. She did a bunch of shit. She lost everything she could possibly lose. She was like a fucking trailer somewhere. What more do people want from her? That just irks me when people pile on and pile on. So what? You think she's making a huge chunk of change from this fucking movie? No, because she didn't sign for the movie. It's not her based on her book or anything like that. Margot Robbie's making all the fucking money from the movie because she produced it and everything. So everybody please calm the fuck down. And Nancy Kerrigan fucking, skate somewhere or just shut the fuck up. I want to see you fall again because you're getting my nerves, bitch. Ooh.